Welcome to another pointless speedrun, where I put way too much effort into a category nobody cares about. This is part 2 of Chef Percent in Hitman. Today I'll be walking you through a run of the Marrakesh and Paris missions. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I highly encourage you to do so now. Link is down below. A quick recap of the rules. First, you must be in some type of chef disguise for the entire run. You must only kill with poisoned food or drink, or with a kitchen weapon. And finally, this is a silent assassin run. Alright, let's get started. I'll be making a lot of use of the silenced pistol in this run, purely as a distraction tool. This thing is seriously OP, even if you aren't using it to kill. Otherwise, for our loadout, we start in the food vendor, equipped with lethal poison and breaching charges. So the snail vendor is in the middle of the map, and I figured that the school is closest, so I decided to kill General Zaydan first. We pick up the knife first and switch to a left shoulder view. From this position, you shoot the wall twice around that square, and then you wait a couple of seconds, which should let you sneak past the guards. If you approach too early, the guard on the right will just give you a death stare. I call this next part the toy tank strat, because you want to pick up the toy tank here.
You're in. Good work, 47. Now to locate General Zaydan.
If we get to the staircase on time, the guard should be walking up the second set of stairs. Then we throw the tank to knock him out. Pick up his gun and drag him so he's out of sight. You kinda just want to line it up as close to the wall as possible, because sometimes there's a guard downstairs that will magically spot part of his leg. We're going to throw the knife while his back is to us, but just before he turns to face us. We can't kill him too far up the stairs because the guard up there will hear it. Drag the guard's body to where Zaydan is, and drop the gun if you'd like. Nobody will ever find these bodies for the rest of the run. From here on, I'm just being very patient with the patrols. We use the pistol again to distract. And up here we want to hug the left wall as we sneak past this guy. Otherwise the guy in the room will spot you. Over here, I want to aim the shot towards the middle of the doorframe. You want it to just alert the guard closest to you and not the other one. And then as long as we're not seen behind the trespassing line, it doesn't count as trespassing, even though we're running from that direction. Now onto the consulate. We make our way to the parking lot.
You made it. Most
And I'm going to fire off a few more targeted shots here.
If anyone's there, identify yourself.
You see here that I misjudged the shot a bit. Guards will only be distracted if you shoot close enough, but you don't want to shoot too close or they will know it was a gunshot. Then we just use our first charge to break in. For this part, we can't sneak past because the security guard is glancing to his left. So what we do is shoot the grate looking thing above them on their right, and then immediately put away your gun, crouch, and run it past. So yeah, up here there's a patrol coming on the right. If you look on the minimap, the white dot is something to look out for. So we just take a little detour through the room in the middle.
That
get behind the couch here before you try and use the charge on the door. We basically don't want to be seen holding the device, but nobody cares if you detonate it. In this room, you actually want the guard to detect you so that he walks behind the desk to investigate. While he's doing that, quickly poison the wine glass, and that's our second target taken care of. Yeah, I kind of go around our target. I really want to avoid bumping into him in case it somehow upsets his schedule. We don't want to delay his death. It can be very RNG. Sometimes I've waited as long as 4 minutes for him to die after this. Ideally he should die within the next 2 minutes. So now we just go back the way we came. We just want to play it safe from here onwards. Both targets are taken care of, and we just need to get to an exit.
New shopkeeper. Welcome.
So the exit I use here is the market, which is probably suboptimal, but the other exits require keys, and it's difficult to get the keys in this route unless you do this consulate first, because then you could get the truck keys from the garage, which isn't too hard to get, and then you exit via the truck at the school. Marrakesh has been the most difficult run so far. It took me days to find a consistent route I was happy with, and even then my best time was nearly 6 minutes. For reference, the world record for any percent on this level is 1 minute and 27 seconds. The fact that both targets are on opposite sides of the map makes this feel like 2 missions. So yeah, it's definitely a case of which one do you go for first. I chose the former first because I found an efficient way to kill Zaydan. If you can find a way to do the school part efficiently after the consulate, you should be able to find a better route for this. Okay, on to Paris. The loadout you want for this run is nothing special. I just choose the coin and the audio device. You don't really need to make full use of all of them, and they're pretty interchangeable. Paris is a much more straightforward run with a lot of waiting around. We want to let the cutscene play all the way. And then the first thing we want to do is pick up the kitchen knife, of course, our weapon of choice for both kills. And remember what I said about waiting? Just want to climb up this really long pipe all the way to the top.
What a thrill.
Wait for the guard to walk past. Then we sneak into the room and get into this corner really quickly. Use a coin to distract and knock this guy out.
What the? Command, something's off here in my sector. Stand by while I investigate.
Remember to pick up all the items or our target will stop to pick them up. Put everything in this bathroom. So now we wait for our target to get in here. In this corner, because it's very easy to close the door on this side.
That
Something's
is
amiss here.
Dahlia Margot.
Guard short.
Supermodel turns fine.
So what I execute next is a well-known ledge drop glitch in Hitman 1. It's similar to what we saw in my Sapienza run, but you can actually do it on any ledge. You simply need to pick up an item at almost the same time as interacting with the ledge. Now we need to set up the next kill in the kitchen or prep area. So we just want to clear the room out by disabling the 2 attendants in there first.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this guy freaks out even though he never saw anything, and when I looked this up, apparently the NPCs will like play pranks on each other, and that's just what was happening. Joke's on him. Really cool trick I discovered for this part by accident. You see, Novikov has a bodyguard that will always follow him around, no matter what. But here's the thing, if you leave a device, like a bomb or anything that looks dangerous, if you leave it lying around and someone finds it, they'll alert the nearest guard. So, if it so happens that Novikov's bodyguard is the nearest one, they will go towards the device, they'll phone it in, and then they'll just walk away. It's actually really convenient because after we drop our bait, we can simply slit our target's throat and we don't even have to hide the body, because that bodyguard just walks away and never comes back. It's really strange. I stumble a little bit here, I could definitely improve my escape, but that's pretty much the run, guys. Up next, I'll be doing Bangkok and Hokkaido. Technically, Chef Percent is not possible on Colorado, since there's no chef starting location, but if we adjust the rules a bit, maybe I could still do it. Do you guys want that? After that, we might be moving on to Hitman 2 and doing something there, although I probably want a break from Hitman. Suggestions for speedruns are also very welcome. Just remember that learning how to speedrun a new game will take me some time. Even though I run joke categories, I still want to do it impressively. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave me a like or give me some feedback in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching, my name is Alfalfa, catch you on the flip side.